I think we're gonna have to leave in the middle of this one because I'm gonna have to go make some food.
This map's important for engineer.
Shit.
It's fine, I can do it afterwards.
Yeah, people can give you the best way to play engineer. Best way I mean is you fucking go in and die.
No, that's offense.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
It must so cringe.
Alright, I'm recording whenever you wanna start it.
Go spectator. Coconuts. Okay, bro. Once again, let's start with all the callouts first. Are you recording, Pen? 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 Look at that cringe.
Huh?
Are you recording?
Yes.
Fucking
Or
stop
or
and we can
or
scratch it.
Huh?
Scratch it. Make a new one now.
No, I'm just gonna cut it afterwards.
No, fuck it then. It's a good cringe. Alright. Start with the callouts first. Now, this place doesn't have much of a callout. You call this shack, hill, and basically anything apart from that is spawn. In spawn, outside of spawn. Pretty simple. Or pack here. This flank or side house. Entire thing is side house and this flank. The green patch here. Once again, tracks can be called as main, or main can be called as track. Drop down. This doesn't open, by the way, until you cut first. This is house. Well, first point, obviously. Tunnel. Hill. Oh, I've got Among Us shack. This hill again. Once again, shack. Side tunnel. There's main tunnel here. This is first blue spawn, by the way. Tunnel. Second point. Red spawn. Still main and tracks. Still main. This under. You can call this house again, or side house, or flank. Flank house. Still flank. And still flank. This under here, I forgot what it's called, but I forgot. What does it matter? Still called hill or ramp. Concrete. White room. This is still flank. The entire thing's called flank again. I think green is, if anything is green is on the side of the map, it's called flank. Orange room, because of the orange patch. Big door. Still flank. This is basically flank as well. There's not many there's not many like complicated callouts. It's fucking called flank. Or right side if you're red, or blue side if blue side, left side of course. Spawn, platform, crates, homo spot. Homo spot, yeah. Usually it's called homo spot because so many people die to one spot just uncloaking here and killing them. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I've got under here. That's pretty much it. There should be a qualify for this because it's quite important. Ladders, cause ladders. Now let's start with attacking first and defending first. How do you want to defend this? For engineer, there's many type of spots where you put the gun in. Basically similar to upward. You basically put Eureka, tele here, dispenser here. and when you upgrade everything, put other sentry on these crates here or up here. This is to deny people walking in more easier, but it's also really easy to spam because basically anyone that's long range, demo man, soldier, sniper, anyone his scan can shoot the gun. Of course, it will die quicker, but you have your teammates with you, so it should be living most of the time. But if you don't want to do that, you put your gun here. Putting gun here will deny anyone from sacking. And yeah, deny anyone. Oof, my bad. Yeah, deny anyone from sacking and anyone is going behind. What's happening? You met silence in the dispenser. Your power plays around your engineer, your sniper, and your medic. Your sniper will be playing around here. He might play here even to get a pick. Your heavy has two ways. Well, have two spots you can either play on hill. Much more risky because you can die to a spy and you don't get much heals, but you can ask for heals by just asking your medic to get an ammo. But you usually eat the sandwich yourself. Basically, eat the sandwich, pick up the pack. The common spot again. It's much more risky, but it can basically deny them from going on hill forever.
No, you don't eat the sandwich there, you go into town and eat the sandwich.
No, fuck you. But yeah, I don't play heavy pin.
Clearly.
And you don't play demo.
Clearly.
Either way, fuck off. But either way, you have other spots here. Heavy either play here. You can play on this wall if you want. You want to get backstab. But play if you want to be more aggressive. Once again, like what Pimmer said, if you're weak, eat sandwich here and come back. Is her Tommy Staff might be better because Tommy Staff might be better because it's still mid range, but long range as well. This minigun probably be better because they're physically in your face, but Tommy Staff also work because they might not hear you. But yeah. But and flank, of course, flank again stands here. Make sure the Scud and Soldier doesn't bait each other like Soldier's in here and the Scud's like backing off over there. Make sure you play together. So because well, if the flank's dead, the flank just comes in, or like anyone like Soldier comes in, spam the gun out, and spam your heavy out. That's an easy first. I forgot to say that first is the throwaway point. It only lasts at least a minute or 2 minutes long. But anything above 2 minutes is a very good first hold, or they're just bad. But yeah, if the card's like here, and the team's like aggressing onto the card already, you all just leave. Or like if you lose like important players like Demoman, Sniper, and Heavy, and like at least half a flank, and the card's kicking pretty close, you just leave. Because holding second is much more better than just holding first forever. Because holding first is it's just not very good. Reason why, because entire side line, and the only place you can hold is here. Because there's much more cover. You can play here, but you're still gonna die, because bombing. Oh wait, no. How do you want to attack first? The teams usually sack, but the way I do it, I don't ever sack, because sacking for med on the first, it's really hard because you go strafe all the way around here and walk towards med while the gun's like looking at you. Or he jump through here and walk into the med. It's really bad because Park can stand here. And yeah, it's very easy to counter, so I don't sack usually. Sometimes you can, if you want to, but it's not the best idea because the success rate is really low. And how I want to play this is scout engine cart. Engine cart. When the cart's around this corner as a scout, you go play with your soldier in flank. And when soldier goes into the side house, your power comes with him. Soldier and power go side house. This is so the power can just air blast the other soldiers' rockets away. You come side house with the soldier. The soldier power versus their flank, and after the card turns his corner, scout comes play with the flank. Try to get control over the flank, and you see the soldier, no, that soldier, see the heavy. You spam the heavy out when you shoot rockets at him, or heavy's here. Spam him if you want to. And as a sniper, if your flank has control over their flank, your sniper can just come here and just shoot the shit out of them, really. But make sure to say to the team that you have the flank, so the rest of the people can just pressure in through main, and your sniper can just come play with you. If the sniper comes play with you, make sure you play on your sniper so he doesn't die. Now, while that's happening, or when you guys are trying to out DM the flank, Me, no, not me. The one man, heavy, and basically engineer or anyone else that's near the team. You'll basically just walk over here. Force the heavy out while the flank also trying to make a distraction. How do you force the heavy out? You just hope your demo's like putting stickies like literally here. So when he peeks, sticky in the face, then or your demo can shoot the head. But make sure to peek together so it's either you, the demo man, or the fucking heavy dies. Basically, well, your heavy or your demo dies and trade it in for the heavy here. If heavy's here, a demo man is basically an easy spam because you don't need to look at him. Just you don't need to look at him to do damage. You shoot pipe stickies a bit over here, and when he's out, you drop down. You shoot pipes here, stickies here. Your heavy stands here, so you can protect your demo. Your heavy stands here, hold this corner. If heavy's dead, if he's dead or he's being pushed out as heavy, you just fucking rev behind them if you want to, or rev into them. Or the water, rev in here. You can also go on here, by the way. Rev into them if you want. You have two decisions: go in the tunnel, finish off the heavy, or go into them. If you're going into them, I hope someone goes with you, at least like a demo man and the rest of your flank. Basically, on first, don't fear to ever walk in. You're together. Just keep walking in until it basically works because you traded for another player, it works. But yeah. And that's just basically it. If you don't get flank, just get everyone on hill or main, all of you walk up, then into them. You focus the class, a heavy, focus heavy, then shoot anyone that's peeking like a sentry, the demo man, or the sniper. You shoot the shit out of them, don't fear it, don't fear it. And yeah, you keep doing that until you finally get the point. And just keep pushing the card. Also, I forgot common sticky spots either here. Here as well. Yeah, yeah. In the pack, on this rock. On here, up here. So when you turn in this corner, you die. On the track, like this corner area. Sticky's here even. Sticky's can also be here. Because when you're pushing card, you might be near it. Sticky's can be here. And basically that's most it. Unless the demon put like stickies here on the flank. Sometimes I do that, but rarely. But yeah. Make sure to clear out stickies first. There's a heavy and basically there's a pyro, clear out the stickies. But the power will be going flank, so kill the stickies there if there's any. Heavies clear the stickies. Your devil man just basically hug this wall because you can't. There won't be any traps on this wall really. So just hug the wall and look out for any stickies. And plus, you can see the stickies here as well. God, my voice is going. But yeah, before you walk up here, clear the stickies first, and yeah, you'll be free to go walk up here now. And as a medic, simple enough. You stay in spawn until the cap first, or until your devil man calls you out. You can stand here to give heals, but a bit risky because the spike can be here. And if a sniper's peeking, he can kill you easily. And how does a sniper peek? Oh, see, engineer put the dispenser here, put a telly on top of Shack. Let me show you who messaged me. You come on top of here, sniper comes here and just peek the team like this. That's what telly here might be strong, but of course it can easily be coverable by your sniper. Your sniper just sees him teleport up here and he just peeks this immediately. But yeah. You guys got Among Us chat because there's like flat textures on, but there's like a white line here. And the shape like an Among Us character. That's what we call it Among Us chat. I found that out with like some other players. But yeah. But yeah, that's how you attack firstly. You just put pressure on them consistently. You just walk into them, walk in, just only forward. Be the strongest one. Just be the most feared player you can be. That's it. Just walk in. Easy enough. And of course, after you walk into them, then you got attack second. No, I'll go attacking second. No, defending second first, actually. Now, after you leave through first, and how do you hold up here? Dispenser here. Med stands in dispenser. Gun here. You're heavy watching side tunnel either like this or this, preferably like this. Hugging this wall. Because you're doing the same amount of damage, nonetheless. You're here or here, the same amount of damage. As a soldier, you hold flank with your heavy or hold through main tunnel with your scout. Your doubleman, sniper, and pyro you're watching up here. Doubleman just trapping this or this up here even. And your medic just beam everyone. Of course, spy can be from this little bush. Yeah. Yes. It makes sense, yes. Spy can be either from the bush, in this little section, or basically in-house. That's pretty common. Okay. Now, if heavy dies on the side tunnel here, soldier will come substitute playing for the heavy, just spamming this area and just keeping flanker hold. If they were to push up here, the man just spam them. Also, if the man and the sniper, if your sniper's peeking, your man also peeks. If your man is peeking, your sniper also peeks. Yeah, basically, you peek together. Once again, always peek together. Same with this, if soldier's playing with the heavy, you just peek together. Let me check my voice. And yeah, and the woman can rotate spam into main if there's like people capping and your engineer can't kill them. Yeah. Also, if they walk uphill as a soldier, you have many ways to counter that. Then walk into them while your team just walks in. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Or they walk up here like that. Or you can do a sync. I did very badly there, but you go higher and you sink the rockets into them. Something like that. But yeah. As a soldier, you can do that if they would walk up here. If they were to walk up here, of course. Or you can do that with the cart as well. Like that. But yeah, that's how you hold it. And when do you leave? You leave when the cart is near the point and the gun is dead. And people on, like, most of the team is dead. Like, if your demo sniper is dead on hill and it's only your med and pyro, and the gun is dead, that's basically you got prepared to leave. Play in lobby. As a medic, if your team dies, if most of your team dies and the gun is dead, you play in lobby with, like, a heavy and pyro. Because you probably won't hold it for long. The key people that are holding this point is heavy, gun, and the double man and sniper or medic. Those are the key people holding this. If you don't have them and the card's close, you leave. If the card's not close, you can try, but it just really heavily depends on the situation. But you will learn it after some few games, not few games, so 100 games. But you will learn it when to leave and when not to leave. It's just a feeling you will know. No, but yeah, that's how you hold it. You can also do the same thing of just if you have Ubad, you can use into them. If not, just keep it safe. If you have this ad, this medic plays here already, and if they use med just leaves through spawn. And if the team is still alive, med just walks back in and heal your team. Now let's go on attacking second. Attacking second. There's so many ways of attacking it, but and how do you want to attack this? Okay, rule of thumb: if heavy's dead, you push side tunnel with combo. If sentry's dead, you push main tunnel with combo. If demo or sniper is dead, or you have uber ad, you just walk uphill, check for traps, walk uphill with demo and pyro, use into them. And yeah, no, that is the way of how open players do it. But I'll teach you another way instead, which will be much more better because if you only put pressure on one side while the other sides are like basically free, then that's gonna be quite bad. But of course, engineer and scout will always push the cart when the team walks up from somewhere. That's basically basics of it, yeah. You need more pressure than that. You gotta pressure every single side. Basically, main tunnel, side tunnel, and hill, you gotta pressure all of those. And how do you want to pressure all of these? If that was dead, pyro, demoman, and sniper and medic walk uphill. What's happening? Soldier and heavy walk side tunnel. Pressure the heavy out. Your heavy peeks this. Your team also peek over hill with your sniper. What's happening? Your scout engineer goes on cart. And as a spy, you just uncloak and try to stab the sentry. That is if the sniper or you have a pick on hill. Or you can do that as a mandatory But if you get no picks, you can still do that nonetheless. You can do that without a pick or with a pick. But now, if the enemy doesn't have a heavy, what you do is demo pyro, medic once again, go side tunnel, heavy and soldier go main tunnel, shoot the gun out, spike and stab the gun, and the sniper he can walk up here himself. He basically sniper's up here by himself if he wants to, or it can be with soldier because soldier can just do a high bomb. Soldier can either walk with heavy through main tunnel or walk up here with a sniper. But you supposed to be a go higher and do a sink into them. Bro. Yeah, waddle. Basically that. When your team walks in, combo uses from side to another. I'm also use the gun's dead. From just what's on left. Anyway, the guns dies from the soldier and heavy, and your team is push card while the enemy team is distracted on the combo pushing the flank. And yeah, but of course, now if you get a pick on like the sentry, the gun's dead. Demo pyros, medic through main tunnel, heavy soldier side, and sniper or hill again, or soldier comes here with a sniper and heavy by himself. But preferably in tight corner like this, soldier should come with heavy because heavy can just easily spam. Soldier can easily spam the heavy out, and your heavy just peeks this, and yeah. Of course, what's happening? Combo push from main, cards being pushed, and gets the point. This takes off coordination and just people knowing what to do immediately. Like the main call just say, okay, let's push uphill, and all the people will know what to do immediately. Who's messaging me? Alright, but yeah, that's how you do it. If you have you do exactly the same thing. If you have this ad, of course. If this ad, you go for a sack wave by just doing exactly the same thing, but your med does not exist in any of the pushes. Your med just basically plays here with a gun. No. If you have even Ubers, you do exactly the same thing. You can keep staying in the Uber if you want, or stay alive for post. Like if you force them here, you just leave, and come back for post again, and try to collapse on them. All that, yeah. Play for post, or you want to play inside. You can keep playing inside of here, because if you keep doing that, people can just push cart into here. That's basically it. You can stay in with the Uber exchange or stay alive for post. That's your main call of choice, and whatever thing is the best for that situation. And yeah. No.
Can you show me again where the heavy stand in defense?
In defense, heavy stands here.
Okay.
He stands here. If you get damaged too much and they're pushing side tunnel as heavy, just retreat here, get the health pack, and basically, if they're coming up, peek this again, because
Okay.
they probably forget about you or not. But you're still using this corner as an advantage because you can leave immediately. What's
And
happening is
where will be the dispenser?
right here in the med.
Okay.
Med needs a bit more, but you have your pack and health here if you need it. And med can just hour you if you need health. Also, I forgot, as a heavy, if they're pushing uphill, you cannot push through the side tunnel, kill anything here with like a soldier or whatever, and keep pushing them behind. If that's what you want to do, or if they're coming through here, hug this wall, rev up here, and slide along the wall. While you do that, the team walks in as well, and your sniper also peeks. Of course, you have a high chance of dying to a sniper, but but your sniper's along with you, so if you die, then your sniper should be able to kill a sniper. Yeah. And that's mostly it for second. By the way, for spy, all of these pushes They're all these pushes as a spy should always accompany them. Basically, they push in, you stab gun. They push in from anywhere, you stab gun. Or go for a pick. If there's pressure, you add more pressure in. Now, how do you hold this? Simple enough. If you get out of a second if you get out of second with like most of your players alive, then you put your gun on this box, on the tracks. Your flank, playing
No,
flank.
gun no unbox. Gun unbox, very bad. Don't put gun unbox.
My ear fucking hurts after you said that. Fuck off. Gun on box, so you suffer. So you suffer. That's okay. You put your gun here. That's
No,
okay.
just
Put your gun
under
here.
the, yeah, there.
On the tracks, basically. Just not on the. Just not there. Well, you're doing funny. Gun on box, best spot. No, that's joking. I feel like was gonna cut that out, but oh well. Yeah, put your gun on tracks. Put your gun on tracks. Your med stands here in the dispenser. In the corner, your power also stands basically in the med. As a heavy, you have two spots. You can either play here, but preferably you play here with your flank. Man plays on the med, just spamming here, putting traps. The sniper also plays around plays around here as well. As a spy, you just play behind them. That's the best I can give you. And go for picks when it's necessary. Sniper might come play with you as well in flank. So if that happens as a flank member, you should always try to protect him. As a scout, you should also come through behind, check through under a bit as well, because sometimes they come through under to push. And yeah. No. As a heavy, if they were to push to main as a heavy, just walk through up here, rev into them, and shoot anyone here. Or use rev here and shoot anyone that's peeking up this ramp. Of course, you might die, but you get a lot of picks or a lot of damage. As a soldier, well, if you really want to, you can do that. Or you can push into that flank. Like this, and just spam like that. Or the aggressive inside the house, and that's your choice. That's the flank's choice. But of course, you don't do that if your team like dying. If they push to flank as a heavy, it's your time to shine. Walk here, rev around this corner. Rev around the corner, rev behind them here. While it's happening, your flank pushes them as well, and you sandwich them. Of course, if they were to push you, if they were to push you flank as a soldier, shit. If you do better, you go higher into them. Shit. You can wall bug there. Is a pretty useless spot found by my teammate. Yeah, I did that for a second. You can stand in a spam down if you want. But yeah, if they will push you under, don't man, just put traps there basically at the end. End of the push. Also, don't push the cart. Make sure to stop the cart no matter what, because if the cart's up this ramp, that's when you're gonna leave. And make sure you leave in time. If the cart's capped as a med, you just leave immediately. Ditch everyone if you need to. Because this door opens for like, after the cap, opens for like 4 or 5 seconds long. After that, it just closed permanently. You can't keep it up. It'll close immediately. So as a med, try to leave first if you can. And that applies to anyone as well. But preferably the med. As a heavy, you're probably gonna die. If you were stand there, of course. But if you get pushed out second quite hard and you can't, as a heavy can't go there, as heavy, stand here. Peek like this, or peek like this. But yeah. That is if you were to, that is if a second hold was like miserable and you can't do anything about it. As heavy, stand here and peek in, peek out when you need heals, of course. No. And how do you push this? I mean, there's two ways of pushing this. It's either pushing through main or pushing through a flank. Pushing through main is better. It's just because I always push through main and it always works. How do you push the main? Easy enough. Clear the traps first. Clear the traps here. Your entire combo in this area with your sniper, your flank on their flank, making a distraction on them so they can't do anything to your team. Or you get control of a flank as a soldier spam the gun. The scout just basically spam the gun as well. Or rotate the combo. But preferably stay on flank. No. That's how you do it. If you have this ad, or you want to exchange Ubers or Uber ad, you do exactly the same thing. Of course, on this ad, you do exactly the same thing, but you don't put your med in the push at all. He only gives buffs and he just ditch you guys over there. No. Let's think. Heavy's here. Move around the corner, like this, hug this wall, hug this wall. No man, white peaks. Put traps here because if the heavy exists, the heavy will basically peek like this, and there's traps under him and he would die. That's why this spot isn't as good as the other one over there as a heavy. Of course, it's much more makeshift spot because you can't get that spot, you can't get over that spot, and the only way to defend point is basically peeking this. You can peek wide peek as whatever you want. But yeah, the only traps is heavy just walks here with basically beam up his ass because once again he's the most forward player and he's gonna probably gonna take the most damage. But of course, if heavy peek like this, that should be the heavy. If the heavy is here, the what? Your heavy should be peeking, or your heavy should be shooting him already, or your demo must be shooting him as well. Or your heavy stands here, look at this, and your demo just shoots the heavy. But yeah, the heavy got a die though on here because if he doesn't die, he rip through your team. Yeah. Alright. No. But yeah, beam up his ass as a soldier. Bomb into them like that. You do correctly, you can do a sync bomb. You do that. No, you do that. That is if you were to play with the combo, of course. If you're not, you can still play here. You can't really do a jump here, but yeah, if you were to play with the combo, you can jump from a main into them. And yeah. Oh fuck's sake. Actually for this soldiers should come through main and jump and do a sync jump into them. And doing Uber even Ubers or Uber exchange Uber exchange or Uber ad. You can just come push flank if you want, or you can still push to main. But on this ad, you probably should come through main, because you want to force the med if you can. But yeah, push this. You hold this corner, and your engineer and scout will be pushing the cart, or basically anyone will push the cart because your teammates all near it. Just no man can just keep spamming still while being on cart. Same with your pyros, but power will be a stronger class to be on cart because he can just reflect anyone. And you push cart up to hit. You push cart up into point, no up the ramp. Basically, past this point. And you're basically strong for third. Well, you basically took over third now. Oh yeah, as engineer, you just put telly either in here, or just basically put telly here. Dispenser just chilling anywhere here. Sentry just be put right at the back. Sniper just peeks this. Peeked out with your team, of course. And that's basically for attacking. You just keep doing that until you finish it, really. Until you just get to the point. Of course, remember on the Uber as well. Like you have Uber ad, you just want to use it to them. Even Ubers, either Uber into them and come back for posts. Coming back for posts on the third is more important than the second because it's a pretty short distance to walk back again. So you force them, your power just tanks again. Your power just tanks the Uber. You get Uber, well, you get buffs, and you walk back and do exactly the same thing. And yeah, that's just up to your DM and just how good you guys are making plays, really. No, what was it? I forgot. After you cap third, you spawn up here now. Scan engineer, scout, push cart. As engineer, you can go to level sentries if you want to, if you have time. And as an engineer, you just put telly. You just put telly. Basically anyone on the flank, preferably here, or inside this white room. Gun is watching main, and dispenser basically anywhere here, or there even. But yeah. Right. And now how you defend second. You have 2 spots for gun on here, but preferably gun always should be on crates. Because on gun on crates covers more area. Of course, it can easily be spammed out, but still covers more area. This gun here can still be spammed because big door, and doesn't cover as much. Now, depending on what Uber you have, if you have this ad, you play right side. If you're playing here, you might just hug this wall, spamming. Your heavy goes on crates like this. Basically, you can walk all the way around. By the way, your flank will be holding well, right side of course. Basically, not letting anyone come here easily. Heavy stands on crates. You can use brass BC if you want because you're basically not moving as much. You just peek this, peek in the main, peek like this. And if you're weak, you stand here basically asking for heals. Or if you're really weak and you don't want to die, you just drop down into your team. What's happening? The gun is still on crates. Dispenser here, by the way, so you can still heal yourself. And you can put a dispenser in your bed. And yeah. And now, if they were to push to push to orange room main or big door, all your teamwork. What your team's got to do is you all rotate. You all rotate right side. You walk here, walk. You meet up with your heavy, and what you do now? Since you have the high ground, you just spam on the card as a demo man. Your flank pushes deeper into their flank by going through big door and deny the cart. And if you have Uber, no, after you use and now you have Uber, you use back into them, of course. You see, when they use either from here into you guys. Now the Uber runs out, and they gotta walk back. But you guys are here already catching them off, or kind of. And basically focus the play down, preferably the med, so you have a stronger Uber next time. You shoot the med down, or shoot whoever's near him. Your flank just comes through here. The sniper also plays with you, by the way. Because he plays by himself, spy exists. Plus you get spy exists, plus you're in their face when you're playing here. And you can always get consistently buffed by the med. Now, if you have Uber ad or even Ubers, the mech stands in this corner with dispenser. Heavy either stands here. But still preferably he should stand here. Yeah, Power just plays with the med, the med just plays here more aggressively because if you have left side, you can play way more aggressively. Don't want to just bring traps either there, up here, or in this doorway, not doorway, in the main. And he just plays here. The sniper also plays with you guys because if the sniper peeks into you from a big door, then you can basically wipe your team if the sniper isn't there. Your flank can also kill him as long as the enemy team does not be, as long as the enemy team is not like defending him, of course. But yeah, team holds here, heavies on crates, gun here, and that's how you hold. With even Ubers and even Ubers or I'm suffering. Maybe even Ubers or Uber ad. Of course, don't. Yeah, if they use in, you use on your piles, so you just M2s them away and Uber anyone else if they need saving. And yeah, then just come back for posts. They can also do sack waves here. Like that. But it's pretty easy to deny because the gun is a thing, your pile is a thing. But yeah. Also spy check consistently, by the way. Spy can basically be here. It pokes into your med. Yeah. No. Okay. Attacking last is where team might make some mistakes because attacking last is basically it's really hard for open players because they don't know how to keep the pressure up consistently. Now once again, if you have ad or even Ubers and you want to use into them, demo pyro or heavy. Heavy is pretty good because it's pretty close range and the heavy Uber is quite strong as well. If they are dumb and they don't know they have just add Uber your demo and heavy in. As a demo man, you shoot the gun first. You always shoot the gun, then shoot the team. Same with heavy, shoot the gun, then the team. Or shoot the team immediately if you want. But yeah, shoot the gun. Always shoot the gun, and while it's happening, while they're using in engineer and scout, just push cart. But if it's even with Uber ad, engineer just put gun here. Just basically move his gun onto the spot and denies anyone from going on cart. Whereas if it was an exchange, don't move your gun immediately because You aren't gonna do much against good players. So yeah, only with your gun when it's doing Uber ad for you guys. But yeah, doing any of these pushes, Scout Engineer should always go on card to put pressure in. Same with Spy. Spy always should uncloak and try to get a sap or a pick. But yeah, Uber here, wipe anyone, basically target down anyone who's like here standing. Target well, focus fire the heavy, focus the demo, focus the pyro, then the gun or whatever. And yeah, what's happening? A sniper can peek from big doors or tracks. And that's basically it. If you kill the players here, you just hold this area. Heavy can stand here. The man trapping the spawn. If he's in that far, trapping the spawn, the man just plays basically with your heavy. Your power just play between any of them. Some people just push cart. And of course, as a soldier, make sure to come on flank as well, like here, or push in with them by doing a bomb. But they were smart. Their flank would just come from behind and just deny people on cart. Or if they're up here instead, like heavy's up here, they just walk onto cart. As a demo, anyone else, you should always shoot the heavy first, and the rest of the flank players, because heavy is quite strong, very very strong. Yeah, that works. Then, you can Uber through tracks if you want, but the Uber will be really far away, or you can pressure tracks. But yeah, Doug. You don't want to Uber from tracks because the distance is further away, and the Uber's not going to run out faster. During this ad, you just go for sacks. You just walk into them really, you soldier bombs in. Well, your heavy devil man just walks like this into them. Your soldier bombs in, your spy slaps a gun. People on car just keep pushing the car like always. And yeah, that is if you have this ad, of course. Just same push, no med. The med just stands really further back. Um, let's go see again. Yeah. And if those pushes will work, and if you have even Ubers or if you have even Ubers, or you want to try fight this, all of you go flank as a team. As a team, of course. Your flank comes with you. Your team must drop down here first because you don't want to walk through a sideline, do you? You walk like this with your heavy and medic. Your medic dies. Easy enough. Your team walks down here. Plus, probably won't even see you. So if you walk here and if you be fast about it, they won't even expect it. So make sure don't expose yourself. Come on, flank. Come on, what drops down. Your flank can still be on top because they probably wouldn't care. Make sure to buff your sniper, by the way, because sniper will come along with you. You peek like this with full buffed and try to get a pick from the team. While it's happening, your team walks through here. You put pressure the heavy. You keep shooting the heavy. Of course, while it's happening, the movement might notice. He might rotate here and shoot spam. Shoot spam and sickies into the doorway. And what's happening? Your double should also do exactly the same thing. You push that. You push that. Your heavy holds this corner. Also, be careful of someone like up here and like behind here, by the way. Your heavy just hold this corner, peeking like this, or even here if you want. Demoman Pyro just stands here, because Pyro stands here if he needs like fucking put air blast anyone behind. Scout can now rotate onto cart after the gun dies. When the gun dies, Scout rotates onto the cart, pushing cart in further. Soldier, you can also just shoot the gun as well, like this. Medic, just be careful of any basically sidelines. Sniper can be there. But you can stand here if you want. You might get spam. It's a very dangerous spot for the medic to stay. And when you're here, it's basically all of nothing. You either stay in and try to make an advantage for you by killing the gun or getting picks, or you stand here and you die, or you leave. If it's not going to work out, you leave immediately. If it's going to work out, stay in, but you have a chance of dying nonetheless. And yeah, when the gun is dead, people just push cards. Be careful of like their flank just having a brain. They're just like, oh yeah, they're there. Your flank just push from behind and into your team. As a pile, if you know what's gonna happen, to make sure be like behind, be like the furthest behind, but also be near your demo man, so you can help your demo man and like contest the flank. And that's why the gun is here. If the gun's here, you protect your flank already. And if they're smart enough, they just come over here. Wait, I forgot. Yeah. Well, how do you counter this? Is just you just spam the shit out of them. Your team either rotates all the way around. Your heavy demo pyro just walks into them through here. Your flanks, so he jumps in. Your scout just whatever he wants. Also walks in. What's happening? You just deny. What's happening? Engineer should deny cart, or soldier should deny cart. And you. And of course, once again, if the cart's up this ramp, it's a very high chance of losing the game. When the cart's like here, as the heavy, you should stand on the cart. You don't give a fuck about anything. You stand on the cart. This is also a Spidey cloak spot, by the way, to get you specifically. So stand on the cart, not preferably like behind it, so you don't reveal all of your body and die immediately. And plus, you got a spy check for yourself as well. And if the cart's close, all of you got to play more aggressively. Like the man got to be like here. The flanks basically in big dome, or up here even. Oh, you've got soldier can stand here, by the way. And basically, you stand there until the carts roll down and it's back up here. After it's back up there, so heavies go back to its normal spot. But yeah. And if they're all on cart, you just sat on cart for any extra seconds. So yeah. And that should be it for the map talk. For visual and pole plan. Those are the main maps. And of course, there's steel, but we take that for another day. Steel is a more main caller heavy map and more of a brain map.
I like the design on this map.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's why I like it as well. You can join there. If you have any